the ultimate powerhouse. Imagine your brain as a supercomputer, a magnificent machine that governs your entire body and life. It determines how you think, feel, act, and communicate with others. Everything, from the smallest habit to the biggest decision, is orchestrated by this powerful organ. Think about this. Despite all the technological advancements humanity has achieved, no computer in the world comes close to matching the complexity of a human brain. Now, if you aim to excel in your career, relationships, or any activity, your brain must function optimally. It's similar to maintaining your body. Just as regular exercise and nutritious food keep you physically fit, mental exercises can sharpen your brain, leading to a more fulfilling life. But here's the key. Mental health is often ignored compared to physical health. Just like we nurture our bodies, we need to nurture our minds to unlock their full potential. Imagine having the ability to think more logically, solve problems faster, and make better decisions. Wouldn't that change your life? In this summary, we'll dive into how you can train your brain through critical thinking, a tool that can truly transform how you approach challenges in life. And don't miss Chapter 6, where we'll discuss how critical thinking can solve your problems with relatable examples. Today, we'll explore the incredible book Critical Thinking by Nicole and Simon Bradley. This book is a guide to sharpening your thinking skills and applying them to real-life situations. Let's begin with Chapter 1, Understanding Critical Thinking. What is critical thinking? Critical thinking is the art of thinking carefully and systematically about any information you encounter. It's about questioning what you hear, analyzing it deeply, and making well-informed decisions. Imagine standing at a crossroads. Would you blindly follow someone's directions? Or would you examine the paths, the signboards, and perhaps even ask questions to ensure you're going the right way? Critical thinking works similarly. It challenges your beliefs and thoughts to ensure they're valid and reliable. To practice critical thinking, follow these steps. 1. Identify the main idea. Start by focusing on the core argument or concept. For instance, if someone tells you, "Carrots improve your eyesight," your first step is to pinpoint the idea being presented. Carrots help vision. 2. Gather supporting information. Look for related and essential information. For example, you may discover that carrots contain vitamin A, which is good for eye health. 3. Find evidence. Search for solid evidence to support or refute the claim. Has any research been done? If yes, what does it reveal? Is there proof that carrots improve vision, or is it just a myth? 4. Form your argument. Build a logical argument based on your findings. For example, you might say, foods rich in vitamin A, like carrots, contribute to better vision, but they are not the sole solution. 5. Identify gaps or mistakes. Dig deeper to uncover flaws in the argument. For instance, if the claim suggests that only carrots can improve eyesight, you'll know that's an overgeneralization. 6. Suggest solutions. Offer improvements or alternative perspectives. For example, you could suggest that an article about eye health should include other vitamin A-rich foods, like sweet potatoes or spinach. Becoming a critical thinker. Critical thinking isn't about blindly accepting what you hear. It's about deeply understanding facts and analyzing them logically. A critical thinker doesn't just hear something and repeat it. They question, evaluate, and then form an opinion. The biggest advantage of critical thinking is clarity. It helps you think clearly, analyze effectively, and apply your knowledge in real life. Imagine this skill in action. Suppose someone claims that hard work guarantees success. A critical thinker would ask, what defines success? Are there examples where hard work didn't lead to success? What other factors might play a role? This kind of reasoning not only sharpens your intellect, but also empowers you to navigate life's complexities with confidence and clarity. Keep going. Share the next paragraphs, and let's build a compelling story that keeps your audience hooked. Critical thinking, a lifelong skill. Critical thinking helps us break down information into smaller parts, allowing us to analyze it carefully and construct stronger arguments. In today's world, Where we're overwhelmed with information, critical thinking is essential for understanding and organizing facts effectively. This skill not only sharpens our decision-making, but also enhances our communication. When we deeply understand ideas and concepts, we're better equipped to explain them to others, making our conversations more impactful and clear. Beyond communication, critical thinking fuels creativity. By questioning our thoughts and perspectives, we can view things from new angles and develop innovative solutions. This skill is especially important in a democracy where careful thinking leads to better decisions, whether by citizens or leaders. Unfortunately, in politics today, many focus more on personal gains rather than the public's benefit. The history of critical thinking. Critical thinking isn't a new concept. It's been practiced for centuries. Philosophers like Socrates pioneered this method of reasoning. Socrates, a renowned Greek philosopher, believed that most societal discussions lacked depth. According to him, superficial conversations led to confusion and false beliefs in society. He argued that we shouldn't blindly trust any authority, whether it's the government or someone else. For example, modern governments often make grand claims about achievements, but when you examine the reality at the grassroots level, the results often don't match the promises. Socrates suggested a method to counter such blind belief: Socratic questioning. This involves asking thoughtful questions to deeply understand a subject, helping us see through false claims and clarify complex ideas. Socrates' ideas were further developed by his students, Plato and Aristotle. Plato emphasized the importance of logical thinking and warned against accepting things at face value. Aristotle, on the other hand, introduced an organized approach to analyzing thoughts and ideas. His advice was straightforward: don't blindly trust anyone's words or ideas. Analyze them thoroughly and seek evidence. By following these timeless principles, you can break free from false beliefs, sharpen your reasoning, and develop a clearer understanding of the world around you. The power of questioning, understanding reality. Critical thinking emphasizes the importance of questioning beliefs and practices to uncover their underlying reality. During the Middle Ages, critical thinking continued to evolve with notable contributions from thinkers like Thomas Aquinas. Aquinas, through his book Summa Theologica, explained Aristotle's logic and emphasized that having faith in something is fine, but it must be logical. Believing in illogical ideas, according to Aquinas, is unwise. He encouraged people to understand the reason behind their actions and beliefs. For instance, in Hindu culture, many people worship the peepal tree. At first glance, this may seem illogical to some. However, the reasoning behind this tradition is scientific. The peepal tree releases oxygen even at night, unlike most trees that release carbon dioxide. Worshipping this tree is a way to prevent its unnecessary cutting and to preserve its environmental benefits. Francis Bacon further advanced the concept of critical thinking, advocating for observing the world and employing scientific methods to understand it. He emphasized finding scientific proof for traditional beliefs, rejecting blind faith, and focusing on evidence-based understanding. Over time, many philosophers have contributed to the development of critical thinking, shaping it into a tool for deeper understanding and rational thought. Inductive and deductive reasoning in critical thinking. Critical thinking operates through two key methods: inductive reasoning and deductive reasoning. 1. Inductive reasoning. This involves forming conclusions based on repeated observations. For example, if the sun has always risen in the east, we assume it will rise in the east tomorrow as well. Inductive reasoning relies on patterns and repetition, and it holds true until contradicted by new evidence. 2. Deductive reasoning. This method is considered more reliable because it starts with a general idea and applies it to specific cases. For instance, the statement "all humans are mortal" leads to the logical conclusion that Rahil is mortal, as Rahil is a human. Deductive reasoning focuses on deriving logical conclusions from established premises. Both methods are essential in critical thinking as they help analyze situations and make logical decisions. By mastering inductive and deductive reasoning, you can significantly improve your critical thinking skills. Why critical thinking matters. In today's fast-paced world, critical thinking is more important than ever. It equips you to handle modern challenges by enabling better decision-making, effective problem-solving, and clear thinking. It helps you analyze information, understand different perspectives, and make informed choices. For example, if you're considering pursuing engineering, some people might highlight its benefits while others may point out its downsides. By critically analyzing this information, you can determine whether engineering aligns with your interests and goals. Critical thinking also enhances your problem-solving skills by encouraging you to ask meaningful questions and explore creative solutions. Moreover, it improves your ability to explain your thoughts clearly, which in turn strengthens your communication skills. Perhaps most importantly, critical thinking fosters curiosity, driving you to learn new things and explore fresh perspectives. This lifelong skill not only helps you make logical decisions, but also empowers you to navigate life with clarity and confidence. Critical thinking for personal growth. Critical thinking significantly contributes to personal development. By understanding your flaws and actively working on them, you can improve yourself and move forward in life. Overall, critical thinking equips you to face life's challenges effectively. Difference between reading and thinking. Reading involves understanding the words and their meanings, essentially focusing on facts without deeper engagement. In contrast, thinking requires analyzing what you've read, questioning it, and forming your own conclusions. For example, suppose you read an article claiming that eating carrots improves eyesight. This is reading. Now, thinking begins when you question how and why carrots improve eyesight. You might research this further and discover that carrots contain vitamin A, which benefits eye health. If you hadn't critically thought about this, you might simply believe the claim without evidence. When explaining this to someone, they are more likely to believe you if you share the scientific reasoning. This shows that while reading provides information, thinking helps you understand and analyze it deeply. Both reading and thinking are essential, as they complement each other to enhance knowledge and understanding. How critical thinking solves problems. Critical thinking follows systematic steps to solve problems. Let's understand this with an example. 1. Identify the problem. Suppose you are a manager at a company and the sales of a product have dropped significantly. This is your problem. 2. Analyze the problem. Examine sales data, gather customer feedback, and review your marketing strategy to understand the reasons behind the decline. 3. Find solutions. Identify ways to address the problem. For instance, improve the product quality, launch a new product, or introduce a discount offer. 4. Evaluate solutions. Determine which solution is most effective, as not all approaches yield the same results. 5. Implement the solution. For instance, if the product quality is the issue, focus on improving it rather than spending on marketing. 6. Review the results. After implementing the solution, check whether sales have improved. By following these 6 steps, critical thinking helps resolve problems systematically and effectively. Ways to improve critical thinking. 1. Reflect on how you make decisions and the reasoning behind them. 2. Listen to others to understand their perspectives. 3. Question your beliefs and ask yourself why you follow them. 4. Engage in puzzle games or activities to enhance your thinking ability. 5. Read multiple books on the same topic to understand different viewpoints. 6. Participate in debates, focusing solely on facts. By adopting these practices, you can sharpen your critical thinking skills and tackle challenges more effectively. Importance of questioning in critical thinking. Questioning is an essential tool in critical thinking. It deepens understanding, challenges assumptions, and guides thought processes in the right direction. Using open-ended questions can significantly enhance critical thinking by encouraging thoughtful responses and deeper exploration of a subject. For instance, instead of asking, "Was the project a success?" you could ask, "What factors contributed to the success or failure of the project?" This type of question encourages considering multiple elements and various perspectives. Socratic questioning. Socratic questioning is a method of challenging assumptions, clarifying thoughts, and uncovering deeper truths. Named after the Greek philosopher Socrates, this approach fosters critical dialogue and deeper understanding. For example, if someone claims all politicians are corrupt, a Socratic question could be, "What do you mean by corrupt? Can you provide specific examples? Are there any politicians who don't fit this description?" These questions challenge general perceptions and promote deeper understanding. In debates, participants can use Socratic questioning to challenge opposing views, such as asking, "What evidence supports your claim?" or "How does your logic hold in different circumstances?" Encouraging clarification. Clarification questions ensure that everyone understands the subject matter and explores all aspects of an issue. For instance, if someone says, "The new policy will benefit everyone," a clarification question could be, "What specific benefits does the policy provide? Who will benefit and how?" These questions inspire detailed explanations and a clearer understanding of the topic. In a business meeting, if a proposal is presented, team members might ask, "Can you clarify how this proposal will impact our budget?" Exploring options. Critical thinking involves exploring various options and challenging existing thought patterns. Asking questions like, "What other approaches can we consider? What are the potential drawbacks of this plan, and how can we address them?" These questions encourage innovation, help avoid tunnel vision, and lead to discovering the best solutions. Including diverse viewpoints. Engaging with people who have different perspectives can further enrich critical thinking. Asking questions that involve diverse viewpoints allows for a broader and more inclusive understanding of any issue, including diverse viewpoints in decision-making. Incorporating diverse viewpoints, backgrounds, and expertise is essential for fostering insightful and challenging perspectives. Diversity enriches the decision-making process by providing new insights and questioning assumptions. For example, if a company is deciding on a marketing strategy, consulting team members from various departments like sales, product development, and customer service can offer a more comprehensive understanding of the potential impacts. Encouraging open dialogues in group settings and actively seeking input from those with minority views ensures that all angles are considered, leading to stronger decisions. Learning from experience. Reflecting on past decisions helps improve future decision-making. By analyzing what worked and what didn't, one can identify patterns and factors responsible for success or failure. For instance, conducting a post-mortem analysis after completing a project can reveal strengths and areas for improvement. This knowledge can be applied to future projects for better results. Maintaining a decision journal, where you record important decisions, the logic behind them, and their outcomes, can also be beneficial. Reviewing this journal periodically helps identify patterns and reasons for improvement. Conclusion. So, friends, this was today's book summary. How did you find it? Share your thoughts in the comments, and thank you for listening to the summary till the end.